Family demanded I skip my graduation for sister's baby shower, but I refused and chose freedom.
I'm Rain.
I'm 26 years old and 3 weeks ago, I finished something I never thought I'd actually accomplish, my bachelor's degree from Riverside State University. 5.5 years of grinding through night classes, weekend study sessions, and working full-time at a medical billing office just to keep myself afloat. My family never contributed a single dollar. Not one. I was sitting cross-legged on my bedroom floor, organizing my cap and gown, when my phone started buzzing. My mom's name lit up the screen. I should have known something was coming. She only called during the week when she needed something. Hey Mom. Rain honey, I need to talk to you about something. That tone. That specific careful tone that meant she was about to drop something on me and expect me to just accept it. My stomach twisted. What's up? It's about Cassidy's baby shower. You know we've been planning it for weeks now. Yeah, I know. June 3rd, right? I already ordered something off her registry. That memory foam nursing pillow she wanted. The pause that followed felt too long. Way too long. Well, sweetheart, we had to change the date. The venue we booked had a pipe burst in their event space. Completely flooded. They can't host us. Oh, okay. So when's the new date? June 17th. Everything stopped. The air in my room felt suddenly thin. Mom, that's my graduation day. I know, Rain, but your sister's been under so much stress with this pregnancy. The new venue only had that Saturday open, and we'd already sent deposits everywhere. You understand, right? My chest tightened. No. I really don't understand. My ceremony starts at 1 o'clock. I've been working toward this for almost 6 years. Rain, don't be dramatic. It's just a graduation. Cassidy needs us right now. She's terrified about becoming a mother, and family has to come together during times like this. They mail you the diploma anyway. Just a graduation. The words hit me like a slap. Mom, are you hearing yourself right now? Your father and I have already decided. We're going to Cassidy's shower. We assumed you'd want to be there for your sister too. That's what family does. You assumed? Nobody thought to ask me what I wanted. Rain Nicole, what's your tone? We sacrifice for each other. That's how families work. Something broke loose inside me. What has Cassidy ever sacrificed for me? That's unfair. She's pregnant and hormonal. She needs support. I pressed my palm against my forehead, trying to keep my voice steady. Fine. Go to the shower. But come to my graduation first. It ends at 3:30. You could do both. The shower starts at 1. We can't show up late. That would be incredibly disrespectful to everyone who's hosting. But skipping my graduation isn't disrespectful? You're overreacting. Graduations happen every semester. This is Cassidy's first baby. I hung up. My hands were shaking so hard I nearly dropped my phone on the carpet. 20 minutes later, my phone lit up with a text from Cassidy. Really, Rain? You made Mom cry. I stared at those words, anger building in my chest like something physical, something with weight. Your shower is on my graduation day, I typed back. 3 dots appeared immediately. Then, so graduate next semester. I'm only having my first baby once. That's not how college works, Cassidy. OMG, you're so selfish. Everything always has to be about you, doesn't it? My jaw clenched. How is wanting my family at my graduation selfish? Because I need this, Rain. Do you have any idea how scary pregnancy is? How terrified I am every single day. Then pick any other day. There are 364 other options. The venue only had June 17th available and we already mailed invitations. My heart was pounding now. When did you mail them? Last week. I typed slowly, deliberately. My graduation date has been public for over a year. Cassidy, you knew. I thought you'd be a good sister and skip it. Family comes first. I am family. You know what I mean. My baby needs to feel supported. Your baby isn't even born yet. Wow. Just wow. I can't believe how heartless you are. Don't bother coming to the shower at all. She went offline. I sat there on my bedroom floor, phone clutched in my trembling hand, feeling like someone had just punched me in the stomach. I called my best friend, Shauna. She picked up on the second ring. Hey, what's wrong? You sound terrible. I explained everything. The venue change. The date. My mother's ultimatum. Cassidy's texts. My voice kept breaking. Wait, Shauna said. Let me make sure I'm understanding this correctly. They scheduled her baby shower on your graduation day without asking you, and now they're furious because you won't skip your own graduation. That's exactly what's happening. That's completely insane. Completely. They're acting like you're the bad guy because they know they're wrong, Shauna said firmly. People who know they're in the wrong get aggressive and defensive. It's basic psychology. What do I do? You go to your graduation, Rain. You earned this. If they can't show up for you, that tells you everything about them. Not about you. After we hung up, Shauna's words kept echoing in my head. They know they're wrong. Why else would they be so angry? I decided to call my Aunt Linda, my mom's older sister. Rain. How's my favorite niece? Hey, Aunt Linda. Can I ask you something? Did you get an invitation to Cassidy's baby shower? I did. June 17th. I was actually planning to come to your graduation first, then head to the shower after. Make a whole day of it. My blood went cold. Aunt Linda, they're at the same time. What? No, the invitation says the shower starts at 1. My graduation starts at 1. Dead silence. Rain. Your graduation ceremony is at 1 in the afternoon. Yes. And they scheduled the shower at the exact same time? Yes. And they expect you to, Rain, please tell me they don't expect you to skip your own graduation. They do. I need to call your mother right now. Aunt Linda, wait. But she'd already hung up. 5 minutes later, my phone exploded. How dare you involve Linda in this? This is private family business. You're tearing this family apart over your own selfishness. I raised you better than this, Rain. I stared at the messages, feeling like I was watching someone else's life unfold on a screen. Somehow, in a situation where I just wanted to attend my own graduation, I'd become the villain. The next morning, Shauna showed up at my apartment with iced coffee and a determined look in her eyes. Okay, I've been thinking about this all night, she said, settling onto my couch. This whole situation is bizarre. Like genuinely bizarre. That's an understatement. So I think we need to figure out what's actually going on here. Because normal, healthy people don't act this way. What do you mean? I mean, let's talk to people. Let's see if this is a pattern. I shrugged. Worth a shot. Shauna pulled out her phone. I'm connected with your cousin Brett on Instagram. Mind if I message him? Go ahead. An hour later, Brett video called us. His face appeared on screen, sympathetic. Rain man, I heard about the graduation thing. That's seriously messed up. Thanks, Brett. Hey, can I ask you something? Has anything like this happened before? Brett laughed, but it sounded bitter. Are you kidding? This is classic dynamics with your family. What do you mean? Remember when you got that scholarship to Riverside? The academic one that covered half your tuition. Yeah. Cassidy threw a complete fit because you announced it the same week as her high school graduation party. She demanded your parents cancel your celebration. The memory surfaced slowly, painfully. They made me wait 2 months. Right. And remember when you made the dean's list your junior year? Vaguely. Cassidy announced her engagement that exact same day. Your parents spent the entire dinner talking about wedding venues and bridesmaid dresses. Shauna whistled low. That's definitely a pattern. There's more, Brett continued. Your mom RSVP'd to your graduation months ago. I know because my mom got her invitation at the same time, and they talked about carpooling together. My hands clenched into fists. So she already confirmed she was coming. Yep. Then Cassidy announced the shower date, and your mom changed her RSVP to not attending. Did she tell the university why? I don't think so. She just changed it to no. After Brett disconnected, I sat there processing everything. They knew, I said quietly. They already committed to coming. Then they deliberately backed out for a baby shower that could have been scheduled literally any other weekend. My phone rang. Aunt Linda. Rain, I talked to your mother. How did it go? Terribly. She's claiming this is all a misunderstanding. That Cassidy didn't know about your graduation date. That's a complete lie. I know it's a lie. I was at Thanksgiving when you mentioned it. Cassidy was sitting right across from you. So what do? I asked. You stand your ground, sweetheart. I'm coming to your graduation, and I'm bringing your Uncle Paul and your cousins. We'll be your family that day. Thank you, Aunt Linda. And Rain, I did some asking around. Your parents have been telling the extended family that you decided not to walk at graduation, that you said it wasn't important to you. They what? They're telling everyone you're voluntarily skipping it to attend Cassidy's shower. Shauna grabbed my arm as I stood up, fury coursing through me like electricity. They're lying to people, Shauna said. They're completely rewriting what's happening. Which means they absolutely know they're wrong. People who are innocent don't make up stories. I called my dad. Rain, sweetheart, can we talk about this calmly? Did you tell the family I'm voluntarily skipping graduation? Heavy silence. Rain, we thought it would be easier if people didn't know there was conflict. Easier for who? Not for me. Rain, please. Your mother is devastated. Cassidy is crying constantly. Can't you just do this one thing for us? One thing, Dad? When has it ever been just one thing? What's that supposed to mean? It means Cassidy always comes first. It means my achievements don't matter. It means you've already made your choice, and it's never me. That's not true, sweetheart, isn't it? Name one time, one single time, you stood up for me when it came to Cassidy or Mom. He couldn't answer. The silence stretched for 45 seconds. That's what I thought, I said and hung up. Shauna looked at me seriously. So what's the plan? I'm going to my graduation. They can make whatever choice they want, but I'm done pretending this is normal. I'm completely with you. And I think we need to set the record straight with your extended family. How? Email. Everyone. Tell them the truth. It took me 4 hours to write it. I sent it to every family member whose email I had. The truth. The dates. The timeline. The lies my parents had been spreading. Everything. Within 2 hours, my phone started ringing. Aunt Linda. Uncle Paul. Cousins I hadn't talked to in years. All of them supportive. All of them furious at my parents. Then my mom called. How could you do this to us? How could I do what? Tell the truth. You're lying about us, Rain. Mom, I sent screenshots. I have receipts for everything. We were trying to maintain peace in this family. By making me the villain? You're being the villain. You're destroying your sister's special day. Her shower is 3 weeks away. She's stressed enough without you causing drama. She has time to reschedule. She's not rescheduling, Rain. You need to accept that. Then you need to accept that I won't be there. If you don't come to this shower, don't expect to be welcome at family events anymore. My heart pounded. Is that a threat? It's a promise. You're either with this family, or you're not. Something hardened inside me. Then I guess I'm not. I hung up. My hands were shaking violently. Shauna put her hand on my shoulder. You did the right thing. Then why does it feel so terrible? Because they're making you choose between your self-respect and their approval. That's what manipulative people do. 2 weeks before graduation, Cassidy showed up at my apartment unannounced. I opened the door to find her standing there, one hand on her pregnant belly, her face already arranged in that expression she used when she wanted something. We need to talk, she said, walking past me into my apartment without invitation. Cassidy, what are you doing here? Shauna stood up from the couch where she'd been helping me address thank you notes. I think you should leave. This is between me and my sister. Say what you came to say, or leave, I told her. She turned to me, her eyes suddenly glistening with tears. Rain, please. Just come to my shower. Your shower is during my graduation. Then come to graduation and leave early. Everyone's mad at me because of you. I told them the truth, Cassidy. That's all. Your truth? What about how hard this pregnancy has been? What about how terrified I am? Shauna scoffed. That has nothing to do with scheduling your shower on her graduation day. Stay out of this, Cassidy snapped. She's right, Cassidy, I said quietly. Her tears vanished instantly, like someone had flipped a switch. Fine. You skip my shower? You're dead to me. I'm not skipping my graduation. Then you're choosing some meaningless ceremony over your family. You're choosing a party over my graduation. It's my baby. This is about my future. This is 5.5 years of my life. My future. I don't care. I need you there. Why? Why do you specifically need me there? She faltered. Because you're my sister. No. Tell me the real reason. Her face twisted with something ugly, something I'd never seen her show so openly before. Because everyone needs to see that I'm more important. Because when you succeed at something, I look like a failure. The room went completely silent. There it is, Shauna said quietly. Cassidy's face flushed dark red. Rain, I didn't mean that.
I'm hormonal. I'm emotional. No, Cassidy.
You meant it. You've always meant it. I'll reschedule. Just tell me you'll come. You're not sorry. You're sorry you said it out loud. Suddenly, my mother appeared in the doorway. I'd forgotten to lock the door after Cassidy came in. Rain, how dare you speak to your sister like that? Mom, you can't just walk into my apartment. You will apologize to Cassidy right now. You will attend her shower. And this family will move forward. No. I'm not apologizing. I'm not skipping my graduation. Rain Nicole Anderson, you listen to me. No, you listen. I worked almost 6 years for this degree. You don't get to take it away from me because it's inconvenient for Cassidy's party. Cassidy stood up, pointing at me. You want to be selfish? Fine. But when you're old and alone, don't come crying to me. Cassidy, you scheduled your party on my graduation day. It's just college. Everyone graduates from college. Not me. Not until now. And you want to take that from me? My mom stepped between us. Rain, if you truly loved your sister, you'd do this for her. If you truly loved me, you wouldn't ask. Cassidy suddenly shoved my shoulder. Hard. Shauna stepped forward immediately. That's assault, Cassidy. My mom grabbed Cassidy's arm. We're leaving. Rain, don't expect us to make any more effort with you. I never expected it, Mom. That's the whole problem. They left, slamming the door so hard a framed photo fell off the wall and shattered. Shauna and I stood there in the sudden silence, staring at the broken glass on my floor. You okay? She asked. I think so. That was intense. Yeah. She started picking up the glass. For what it's worth, I'm proud of you. Thanks. I mean it. You held your ground. Most people can't do that with their family. I helped her clean up the glass, my hands still shaking slightly. I don't think there's any going back from this. Probably not. But would you want to? I thought about it. Really thought about it. No. I wouldn't. Graduation day arrived bright and clear. The sky was that perfect shade of blue you only see in early summer. Aunt Linda showed up at my apartment at 10 in the morning with Uncle Paul, my cousins Brett and Harper, and Shauna's parents, who'd driven in from 2 states away just for this. Ready? Aunt Linda asked, adjusting my cap. I think so. You should be proud, Rain. What you've accomplished is remarkable. The ceremony was held in the university's outdoor amphitheater. I sat with hundreds of other graduates, but I felt strangely alone in the best way possible. Like I was exactly where I was supposed to be. When they called my name, Rain Nicole Anderson, Bachelor of Science in Healthcare Administration, I walked across that stage to the loudest cheering I'd ever heard. Aunt Linda's whole section was on their feet, screaming and clapping like I'd just won an Olympic medal. My phone buzzed as I was taking photos afterward with my diploma. A text from Cassidy, "Hope you're happy. You ruined everything." I blocked her number without responding. Aunt Linda threw an impromptu party at her house that evening. Nothing fancy, just burgers on the grill, potato salad, and a grocery store sheet cake that said "Congratulations, Rain," in slightly crooked blue letters. Uncle Paul made a toast. To Rain, who knew what she was worth and didn't settle for less. Everyone raised their glasses. Even Shauna's dad, who was possibly the most stoic person I'd ever met, looked a little emotional. That night, lying in bed scrolling through photos from the ceremony, I felt something unexpected. Not sadness. Not anger. Just peace. My phone lit up with a call from my dad the next morning. "Rain, your mother and I would like to apologize." "No, Rain. I don't accept your apology, Dad. We thought Cassidy needed support, and I didn't. Cassidy needs, Cassidy wants, Cassidy gets. What about me? You've always been so independent. We thought you didn't need us as much. I didn't need you because you were never there. Don't confuse cause and effect. Your mother is heartbroken." "Good. Maybe she'll think twice next time. We want to fix this, Rain. You want me to make you feel better about choosing Cassidy. Again. The answer is no. Rain, please. You're my daughter. Then act like I matter, Dad. You had your chance at my graduation. You chose not to take it. What do you want from me? Nothing anymore. That's the point. So you're cutting us off permanently? You cut me off first. I'm just accepting it now." He hung up without another word. I didn't cry. 2 weeks later, Shauna and I were having lunch at our favorite diner, splitting an order of loaded fries and trying to decide if we wanted milkshakes. "How are you doing?" she asked. Real answer. "Better than I expected, honestly. It's like I spent my whole life trying to earn their approval. Now that I've stopped, I realize how exhausting it was." That's genuine growth. Aunt Linda invited me to Sunday dinners at her place. Standing invitation. "See? You have family. Just not the toxic ones." Brett texted me a few days later. Cassidy had sent him a message. She was sorry. Wanted to make things right. "Could we talk?" "What did you tell him?" Shauna asked when I mentioned it. "Nothing. I don't owe her a response." Aunt Linda called that evening. "Your mother wanted me to convince you to come to Thanksgiving dinner." "What did you say?" "I told her you're welcome at my Thanksgiving, and if she wants to see you, she should try a sincere apology instead of sending messengers." I laughed for the first time in weeks. Really laughed. "I love you, Aunt Linda." "I love you too, sweetheart. You did the right thing. I'm proud of you." That night, I went through my graduation photos again. I looked genuinely happy in them. Not the forced smile I'd worn in family photos for years. Real joy. I'd lost my parents and sister. But I'd gained something more valuable. Self-respect. 3 months passed. I started my new job at a healthcare consulting firm downtown. The work was challenging but rewarding. I made friends with my coworkers, went to happy hours, attended Aunt Linda's Sunday dinners like clockwork. I built a life that felt authentically mine. My mom texted once, "We miss you." I didn't respond. Cassidy had her baby in late September. A girl named Sophia. I saw photos on social media through mutual friends. She looked happy in them. I felt nothing. Not anger, not sadness. Just peaceful indifference. Brett called me one afternoon in October. "Cassidy asked about you at the hospital. After she had the baby." "Oh." She cried. Said she wished you'd been there. "What did you say?" I said she made her choice when she scheduled her shower on your graduation day. Some things can't be undone. Thanks, Brett. For what? For seeing it clearly. My dad tried calling on my birthday in November. I let it go to voicemail. He said they wanted to take me to dinner, to celebrate properly. That they'd made mistakes but wanted another chance. I deleted the message. Shauna asked me once if I ever regretted it. Standing my ground. Losing my immediate family over a graduation ceremony. Never, I told her honestly. Because it was never really about the graduation, was it? What was it about? It was about them showing me, just once, that I mattered as much as Cassidy. That my accomplishments deserved to be celebrated too. They couldn't do it. That told me everything I needed to know. Do you think they'll ever understand? Probably not. But that's not my problem anymore. 6 months after graduation, I was thriving. My job was going incredibly well. I'd been given additional responsibilities and a small raise. My apartment was finally decorated exactly how I wanted it, no one else's input, no one else's criticism. I had dinner plans with friends who actually showed up and celebrated my wins without making them about someone else. Sometimes the best revenge is refusing to let people make you feel small. Sometimes it's building a life they can't touch. Sometimes it's just saying no and meaning it. I graduated. I celebrated. I moved on. And them? They were still stuck wondering why I wouldn't come back. I wouldn't. Not ever. Because I'd finally learned something crucial. I deserve better. Aunt Linda hosted Thanksgiving that year. Uncle Paul smoked a turkey. My cousins brought their kids. Shauna and her parents came too. We laughed. We told stories. We played board games with the kids. Nobody guilt-tripped anyone. Nobody made passive-aggressive comments. Nobody's accomplishments were diminished to make someone else feel better. It was the best Thanksgiving I'd ever experienced. My phone buzzed during dessert. Mom, please come home for Christmas. We can work this out. I showed Shauna the text. What are you going to do? I thought about it for exactly 3 seconds, then typed, I am home. Enjoy your Christmas. I blocked the number. Brett texted me a week before Christmas. Your mom asked me to give you something. A photo loaded. A wrapped present with my name on it. Tell her I said no thank you, I replied. Already did. Just wanted you to know she tried. Trying would have been showing up to my graduation. Fair point. Christmas at Aunt Linda's was perfect. A real tree decorated with ornaments collected over decades. Hot chocolate with homemade whipped cream. Terrible holiday movies on TV. Uncle Paul dressed as Santa for the kids, his fake beard slipping sideways. I received thoughtful gifts from people who actually knew me. Nobody mentioned my parents. Nobody asked if I was sad they weren't there. Because everyone understood. You can't miss what you never really had. On New Year's Eve, Shauna and I sat on her apartment balcony watching fireworks explode over the city skyline. What's your resolution? She asked. To keep choosing myself. To never mistake someone's guilt trips for love. To remember that family is who shows up, not who shares your DNA. That's a good one. What's yours? To be more like you, she said simply. You set a boundary and actually kept it. Do you know how rare that is? I smiled, watching colors burst across the dark sky. I do now. My phone stayed silent that night. No texts from Mom begging me to reconsider. No calls from Dad trying to negotiate. No messages from Cassidy claiming she'd changed. Just peace. Just possibility. Just me. Finally enough. I thought about that day in my apartment when I'd hung up on my mother for the first time. When I'd chosen myself over their expectations. It had felt terrifying then. Now it felt like freedom. Spring came around again. A full year since I'd first received that phone call about the venue change. A full year since my family had shown me exactly where I ranked in their priorities. I was sitting in a coffee shop near my office when I saw them. My parents and Cassidy with baby Sophia in a stroller. They were maybe 30 feet away, standing in line. My mom saw me first. Our eyes met. I picked up my coffee, gathered my things, and walked out a different exit. I didn't run. I didn't hide. I just left. Because that's what boundaries look like. Not angry confrontations or dramatic scenes. Just quiet, consistent choices that honor who you are and what you deserve. Later that evening, Aunt Linda called. Your mother told me she saw you today. She's upset you didn't come over. I know. Good for you, Rain. Thanks, Aunt Linda. I mean it. You don't owe them your presence just because they want it. That night, I stood on my apartment balcony looking out at the city lights, thinking about everything that had changed. I'd lost the family I was born into, but I'd found the family I chose. And somehow, that made all the difference.